as I'm trying to reload, you know. I don't want to get to that. I don't want to use any R words.
The right fielder, Jorge Bonifacio.
What's that smell? It smells like jerk. Yeah.
1-0.
Oh man, Bonifacio. Like, half this team is garbage. I'll just show the lineup real quick because I'm not doing anything special right now. Alex Gordon should be retired. He should just retire. But, you know, yeah. He's actually good defensively, but he's just not useful in, you know, I'm going to have to release him or something. Spoiler alert. Right? Like, I might release him. Anyways,
Nope, too late.
yeah.
Batting eighth, the left
This
fielder,
is one of those candidates for a rebuild. I might have to do a
Gordon.
little bit of, you know, and get some recording done, you know. I mean, I don't know. My idea for rebuilds are more, you know, weird, I guess. There we go. That was nice until the base runner decided to be a moron. I mean, the guy had a cannon, but like, bro.
Batting
I
ninth,
think he was waiting for it to
the
tag
catcher,
up.
Martin Maldonado.
Okay, now Maldonado, let's see what you got. There's one out, so they're gonna throw a ground ball here. Okay, that's gonna fall. Yeah, that's good. We got a one-run lead here. Chowda. I like the Royals
center fielder,
uniforms,
number
even
6,
though I'm not like a Royals
Billy
fan. Like,
Hamilton.
I'm more of a Northeast person, so yeah. Like, and it's not like I hate the Royals. They're not exactly rivals to my teams, you know. So it's like one of those things where it's like I don't have any wish to them, but I'm not like rooting for them, you know. Except for when I play as them, which is very awkward.
The batter, number 3,
like,
shortstop,
when you play as
Orlando
one of these, when you play as a team, you don't want to like say, "Oh, I'm going to lose." That's great.
Hey!
By the way, I'm playing on like veteran difficulty for hitting, and I do dynamic or whatever for, you know, the pitching. I don't know. I just can't. I'm not a good hitter, you know. So it's like one of those things of, you know, it's like everybody has their own strokes, you know. Yeah, I guess keeps things there.
leading off for the Mariners, the
I
first
stood up all
baseman,
night.
Edwin
D-Rod.
Encarnacio.
Shit. Which kind of bothers me because it's like, how the hell did that happen? I was up all night. I got like, you know, 3 hours of sleep, and I mean 3 hours of just like, oh, I slept from 6 or 7, but you know, 8. You know what I mean? Just like, not good.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, come and go.
I've also got to watch my feet. I've got something wrong with me, which I got to correct. You know, it's like, great.
0-1's the count.
It's like having leaky pipes. Which I can't stand that. Like, because, you know, when you live alone, you're just like, oh, I got a budget. And then I was like, I mean, when I stood up all night, I think that had something to do with it. That also, like, it had something to do with it because when you have leaky pipes, for lack of a better expression, and you're up all night, you're just gonna drink and eat and drink and eat, you know. So it's like, get some soda. That's not always the best thing, you know.
The designated hitter, Ryan Keeley.
And I mean, like, soda at 1 in the morning before you go to bed. It's like, no, not good. You know, I don't know what that means, though, because I've never, ever heard of that. Like, you know, I know Diet Coke is not exactly the most chemically great thing ever. And, I mean, it's not good for budgeting to be constantly eating and drinking all the time. You know, to be like, oh, I gotta get something to eat, let's go out. And like, no matter what you do, it's like not good. Oh man.
Ball, that's down.
Tonight, I walked into a real bad situation because I'm like, I want to go to bed, and then I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to put my headphones on the charger. I use my PlayStation 4 to charge all the controllers and to charge my headphones. So yeah, that was real brilliant. You know, just been here all day, pretty much, except for my caseworker meeting, which was nice.
The third baseman.
I gotta say, sometimes you get nice surprises, but sometimes you get people that just don't get it. Like, I always hate like when they put me with some caseworkers sometimes, and like a criminal, I have mental issues, I'm working on them, but you know, like,
Leading up for Kansas City, the second baseman.
You get what I'm saying?
Logan
like,
Forsythe.
Yep, that ball went out.
Yeah, like, you know how it is. You don't want to like have like no caseworker sometimes, because they like you know, having a caseworker is huge. But when they start trying to like bullshit you or you know not like help you, it's just ugh.
2-1.
One of the things she said was like, and I mean to say this is an exaggeration because it's not entirely what she said. Like, you know, and it was like, I was like a broken record, and I'm like, okay. And I kind of agreed with that. Like, I am someone that repeats a lot, you know, like repeats a lot. It's a joke, but still. You know, it's like, I mean, they literally,
D-Rod.
the reason this isn't an inter-community video is because I just can't care anymore about them. It's like, I write the grants for all, like the video group and the fishing equipment, and they're gonna use that stuff. Like, it's just like, here's the setup. I could do a fishing group with bus passes, and that's it. I don't know how many people would do it, but that's not the question. I could run the group by myself. I have the knowledge, I have the skills, and I have the know-how. Like, because there's a difference. If you don't know how to get stuff on the bus, then you're screwed. Or you don't know how to do this, you're screwed, you know? Knowing fishing is different than, you know, know-how. Like, you know, but anyways, they literally have a staff member doing that. It's just like, what? Are you guys like serious? I wrote the grant for the fishing group. We did it for a year, and like, I like the idea. I actually wanted to get in touch with that guy because it's just like, I would do it like I am with the video group almost. Like, I am not someone that wants to be involved, but like, you know, almost like indirectly. Like, you know, I've thought about it. You know, like, if you need someone to sub in or someone to teach you, like, to help with certain things, you know, do bass fishing, whatever. Like, if you somehow can't, you know, because I've taken on fishing before. I'm not helpless. If you ever call me, like, just put me on call, because, like, you know, like, I had this guy that was kind of similar to that, and his name was Bob when I did the fishing group, and we kind of we stopped because it was just getting to the point of ridiculousness, you know?
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You know, but
That's a ball.
it's like, it's also like, one thing I noticed with the inner community is that they play that game, because the guy that wants to do it now is a staff member, and I'm just a client, and it's just like, you know, it's like, is the point to empower staff members or to empower clients?
J.P. Crawford.
You know, like, I don't care, because I don't go there in that way, like, to do that. You know, it's like, y'all can have your message, as I totally blow and lead here. But, like, it's like, ugh. I don't know. I don't want to get involved in a way, because part of me is just smart enough to be like, you know, aware enough of how things work. Like, even right now, I'm aware that, you know, having that guy on second, now I'm possibly giving up 3 runs because...
The batter, number 9.
Also,
Second
again, this
baseman,
team is probably better for losing.
Jordan.
Okay, so we got 1 out, and when the runners didn't advance. I don't even, you know, you can't.
The center fielder, number 00. Mallet.
As I leave changeups like in the middle of the strike zone, not even like low, up in the zone.
That's a ball.
See, this controller shit. I'm using the bad controller today because I didn't think, you know. That's
Right
smart.
there. He's out.
That's good. Because you don't
Next
want
for
it to.
Seattle. The right fielder.
He didn't have a play at second, and he got that run out. I don't, you know, the run at first somehow was slow. Oh crap! I mean that literally because like you skate out of an inning with a runner getting to third base and there's like what, nobody out. You know, if I'm the Mariners manager, you just got to shaking your head like, what the hell just happened? I mean, that's like
Leading up for
blowing a
Kansas
lead,
City.
basically.
The third
And I thought I
baseman,
had blown a lead.
Chuck
I thought I
Warren.
was done for. I
Cuthbert.
thought I was like, oh, this is a huge monster inning that the Royals are going to give up here. Get some bullpen guys up and throwing because this guy is not having it. And with this controller, I'm not having it either, you know. Yeah. I gotta change my shirt. Not change my shirt, but you know, like, take it off. It's time to dance. Oh man, I did some good stuff today. When I met that again, repeating shit, but when I met that caseworker, it was like good because she seemed like reasonable. Like there's like people in this world when you get them as caseworkers, and you're just like, how the hell did they become a caseworker, you know? And then there's people like my caseworkers. Some of them are good, some of them are shit. But when you're reasonable, you'd be like, oh, this person's like shutting the hell down. They're like putting their heads on their hands, not like in like, you know, wonderment, and like, you know, like they're bored, they don't care, you know, that like the whole inter-community building is like toxic to them in a way. Like, you know what I mean? Like one of the things I actually did want to say to her, and I didn't say it, is that like, and this is, she said she painted, so like that's cool. I love that. My grandmother paints. I like art and sports, but you know, I was like, just like, okay, I should have told her like ask for some photo or something, but
the first baseman,
like, I don't want to go into that office of their building and be like, be forced to wait, you know, and forced to like. It's like one of those things where unfortunately that place is just radioactive at this point. You know, like, you know, you can't go there without getting sick.
Now batting, left fielder, come and go.
Well, like, girl, whatever, whoever watches this, you're not safe to go there because it's like, at least with me, like, I'm not safe. I'm like, oh shit, they're forcing me to go to a group I don't want to go to.
Yeah.
Medicaid and Medicare groups. I have that. I don't care. You know, like, because it's like, my philosophy is if I was going to go to the group, I'd be in the group. And I'm not saying that to be mean. That's just my thinking. Like, if I wanted to be in the group, I would make damn sure I'm in it. Like, they would, like, you know, it's just
the batter,
like,
the designated hitter.
The worst thing is they've done some really odd stuff too, like just in general. Like one of the things I don't think you do when you're introducing a person to like a new batch of people is go, oh, those old people were not as good as the new people,
We got
because
2
you're
balls,
setting
1 strike.
expectations. You know, like that's not always good. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, for me, that's like a negative, because if the bar is high, and you're gonna jump it, then you better jump it. But if you're gonna just like not jump it, you know, like then it's gonna be a problem. And that, I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just not.
Now batting, third baseman, Kyle
I know.
Seager.
Topic change. But like, I gotta work on my own shit. Like, like doing this is great, but doing my own stuff better. And this contributes to another video, so it's like one of those things. Like if you've never done a live stream or never, you know, done an edited video or whatever, you'll know when you see Kyle Seager in the bottom of the fourth that, hey, the video is edited, because I'm gonna cut all this audio. I'm probably even gonna cut this, to be honest with you. Not because I don't like this, but it's just because, like, what am I doing? I'm doing rebuilds of franchises. That's basically it. And I gotta say, I do actually like the Royals, like, stadium and stuff, you know. So, but you know, like, my point is, I'm doing rebuilds of teams. So if you have follow baseball a little bit, you'll know that some of these teams are you know, bad. So, like, right now, I'm not even like sure I should win this game. You know, like, it almost benefits me to lose. In no way, because it's like you want to be competitive. You don't want to.
Nope. Count 1-0.
No fans at the game. I actually gotta say, the Mariners need some help here. I need some help too. I'm not, you know, like, gonna sugarcoat that. That's a fly ball. That's an out. That's good. Nobody advances. That's good. Better. Yeah, I don't know.
The batter, number 3.
This pitcher's got to get out of this inning.
JP.
Ball 1, no
Not,
strike.
you know, like, to be weird, but, you know, he's done 23 pitches this inning. He's done pretty much after this inning, or unless someone hits a home run or something like that. You know, it's like, well, you failed. You got out of this inning. Yeah. My philosophy, though, with signing veterans, and this probably is going to come up in that video I'm writing out right now, is if you sign veterans at rebuilding teams, it's literally a stopgap. Like, you know you're going to get rid of them in a year or two. You know,
leading
so
up
like
for Kansas City,
Logan Forsythe, Martin Maldonado, Salvador President signed him, but those guys are going, you know. Especially, maybe not Perez, but, you know, because Perez has got a year left of control. He's got 2 years, actually, which kind of is good, but it's also like, it's like that would, it's like when you trade away a 30-year-old, you know you got to get prospects. When you trade away your catcher, it's like, you know you better get something good. If you don't, you're doing a fool's errand, and Perez is not like going to get me anything, I think. So,
now batting.
Again, this is me spitballing. This is not me planning
Billy
out a move, because I may
Hamilton.
very well just wake up and say, hey, I'm trading Perez. Billy Hamilton might get me something because he's really good defensively, and he's also fast, and he's got a high rating of 85, which is like star rating. You know, 85, 80, above average to star. You know, 90, 85 and above is great, because it's like, yeah.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Let's hope Arcia can get it. I traded for him, so I got some young talent. You know what I mean?
1-0.
Yeah, I don't like stealing with Hamilton, not because he's bad. It's actually more because he's predictable. You know, they go like, oh, we're gonna pitch out every single time. You know, it's like, dude, you don't have to pitch out. Like, that's smart.
No,
Like, I don't like pitching out because it gives away a ball, but that's smart. Damn it. That was where I had that gas pitch too, so I'm like kind of pissed.
Count is 2-1.
Thank God I didn't actually steal. I was gonna, but you know, it's like one of those things where you're just like, holy crud, the stupid controller saved me. We're not worthy. We're not worthy, as I'm about to get picked off first. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't a good pitch to swing at, but whatever. Yeah, that was like an excuse me swing. Oh my God, that's close to the plate. Swing, you know. But that's ball 3. You know what? Wow, I took it. That's a double play.
Out.
Unfortunately.
He's out.
I'm sexy. Yeah, man. You know what? I'm getting tired, but I'm not going to stop charging my controllers and shit. I don't want to do that. Because I like to have them fully charged, you know. I'm not playing with the crud controller just to go back to nothing, you know. But I will probably stop recording soon. Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. I don't know. Alright, hang on a second. Turn this up. Get my video clip. And stop broadcasting.